pretty.
Yeah. I like it. It's just something I've been working on for a few years. Very delicate, you know.
It's a bit of a departure from the stuff you normally play.
Yeah, well it's part of a trilogy, you see, a musical trilogy that I've been working on in the key of C minor, which I always find is the saddest of all keys. There's just something about it. It just makes people weep instantly as soon as they hear it. It's the horn part.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, well you see, I'm very influenced by like Led Zeppelin and Red Hot Chili Peppers, so it's kind of somewhere. It's like a Red Zeppelin piece, really. It's just.
What do you call this new one?
Oh, this one's called Bollock Party. The weather outside is frightful, but I am so delightful. Hi, how you doing? Eric Bay here, and this is the 5th and final part of the making of my debut album, which I just realised I haven't mentioned the title of so far in all these videos. It's called The World Through a Mirror. And whatever happens, we've got to get it finished today, because today is the last studio session. We're on the coming up to the end of the year, the end of the race, and we're on the home stretch now. Not literally, but you know. Today what we're mainly doing is tweaking the last 3 songs we've done, which they're not exactly a musical trilogy, as I mentioned in that poor Spinal Tap parody before, but they are kind of linked by a theme or a little narrative. But well, I'll let me explain. Oh, the video. Sorry. Just trying to sneak in a quick nap, but duty calls. What are we talking about? Down Days. Right. Down Days, the first part of what I like to call the Changing Emotions trilogy on the album, was inspired by a friend of mine who suffers from bipolar disorder. And it's really a song about how helpless not being in control of your emotions can make you feel. So yeah, it's quite a sad song. But the bridge part, or the chorus really, we've tried to make a bit more hopeful. It's in lyrics as well. It says like, it's comforting to know that when I'm down, better days will be coming around. So it's a sad song, but tinged with beauty and hope. And the arrangement I think we've gone for, which is mainly acoustic guitar based, really helps that, because it's a gorgeous kind of delicate arrangement. Down Days is very guitar oriented. Most of the songs I write are piano oriented because that's what I'm used to playing. It's my main instrument. So Joe did the lion's share of most of the performing on this track. However, I did do some of the more simple acoustic guitar playing. I did the kind of moronically simple kind of stuff, which Joe actually had a hard time getting his head around. I think it's because he's used to playing more complicated stuff. Something that simple, he's just not good at. Are you, Joe?
No, I think my mind must be too highly trained.
It is, but I think we work well together because you try and avoid me from doing stuff that's too simple, too moronic, you know, too blah, blah, blah. And I try and keep you from veering off the edge of pretension and, you know, highfalutin crap.
So that's what we've become, have we? Somewhere between moronic and pretentious. I can see the album reviews, Eric.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's not either or, I think there's a good middle ground there for me to occupy. Right, that's enough about Down Days, I think. If you don't mind, I'm going to get back to my duvet day. God knows I've had precious few of those this year. Although, one final thing about Down Days. It's unique in that it's the only song on the album that fades out rather than, you know, stops. And that was a conscious decision because it's kind of meant to imply that this feeling that the person in the song is going through is an ongoing thing. It'll, you know, won't change, but, you know. But Generally I find songs that fade out, it's kind of a cop-out, isn't it? It's a bit lazy. I mean, you're wondering, are they actually going anywhere with this? Do they know how to end it? Or are they just going to ramble on and on and on and on until people are just going to want to shut them up and put them out of their misery and the old school yearbook. You know, I still remember when the moment that was the inspiration for the song Change. It was last day of sixth form. We were having like a big kind of leaving party, and a friend of mine hugged me in tears and said, "I don't want things to change, Eric." And I said something that would become part of the bridge. I said, well, if you can keep what's best, i.e. your friends and the friendships you've made, then let time change the rest. Things will change. And that's basically what the song is about. It's about change is inevitable. Don't run from it, because it can be for the better. I mean, just look at me in my old school picture there. Nothing's changed. I'm still wearing the same clothes, for God's sake. The only difference is this beard. It's kind of depressing, isn't it? Just to change the subject for a second, this is my old acoustic guitar, which I haven't played in a couple of years, but should be alright. Doesn't even need tuning. How amazing is that? The reason I've got this out, and the reason I'm wearing this hideous jacket.
Oi!
The reason I'm wearing my dad's formerly fashionable jacket.
Oi!
The reason I'm wearing my dad's jacket.
That's better.
Okay, good. Is because for the Don't Worry About It music video, there's going to be a segment of me busking in Regent's Park, you know. So it doesn't matter that it's in tune, which is lucky. And holding up this hilarious sign. Isn't that funny? I thought so. And there's going to be a whole lot of other random crap on this video as well, like me riding on trains, riding on roller coasters, playing in the park, being chased through the park, stamp collecting, although that may not make the final cut. It's only a 3.5 minute song, so something may have to go. But yeah, check the video when it's out and you'll hopefully enjoy it. Back to Change. Change doesn't have any acoustic guitar on it. Change is all about the electric guitar. See? Actually in tune, which helps. And we've gone for a full-on 80s power ballad stadium rock thing on this one, with doubled up vocals and lashings of electric guitar solos and keyboard sounding strings. It sounds awesome. And very manly as well, because they were very manly back then, all those rockers, weren't they? With the long hair, the tight trousers, the high voices, and fingering these magnificent instruments all the time. I mean, what's more manly than that? And we got very manly in the recording studio with this as well. In fact, Joe insisted on providing some background vocals, and we really came together in harmony in that little booth. It was magical. Are you sure about this, Joe?
Yeah. Get right in there. Yeah, absolutely. Get underneath the duvets. Behind the duvets. It's behind.
Alright, okay.
Them.
Are you coming in? Are you joining me?
No. I might. Yeah, I might pop in behind you at some point. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, don't be surprised if I do.
Right, so when the climax comes, I should make us...
When the climax comes, just shout as loud as you want.
Make as much noise as I can.
Absolutely go crazy when that climax comes,
Alright,
Eric.
okay. Is it coming?
Nearly.
Yeah.
Nearly coming, Eric.
Oh, I can hear it. Wait a minute. I know your game. You just want an additional vocals credit, don't you?
Do.
Well, I don't go in for these backdoor shenanigans, Joe. Thank you very much. Are you still here? Oh, for God's sake. You want me to talk about All Turned Around, don't you? Well, you know what? I don't want to. I'm tired, okay? I'm in bed. I'm trying to sleep. It has been a knackering year, alright? I mean, yes, it's been fun as well. There have been some happy times, some sad times, some angry times. ill times, some weird times, some strangely homoerotic times. And yeah, it's been fun. It's been really good fun. But coordinating an entire album release by itself, you know, dealing with radio stations and keeping Twitter, Facebook, MySpace and YouTube, keeping them all up to date, and, you know, driving to the recording studio, doing the album artwork, the booklet and everything, and paying for it all yourself and trying to fit it around having a full-time job. It's hard work. And, you know, these making of videos, they look like great fun, but they're hard work to do as well. And after 90 minutes of talking about my songs, I'm exhausted. You know, can't you just buy the album when it comes out? It's really bloody good. And, you know, my lyrics aren't that deep. You can get what I'm trying to say from the song. So just for this last one, just leave it. You know what, I'm just stressed. You deserve to know what this song is about, but give me a half-hour nap, you know, and I guarantee when I wake up, I'll be ready to talk. You know, I'll be all turned around. You know, I've just about had enough of you as well, Mr. Undermining what I say with text. You know, here's a good idea. Here's a good idea. I'm actually going to go to sleep and, you know, just play some of the song, because I very rarely do that actually. I always talk about the stuff, but I don't play a lot of it. I'm going to play like half of the song, and you can do your own little clever wise guy text annotating commentary. Deal? Alright then. Yeah, have fun. I'm going back to sleep.
Something's changed since yesterday, and yesterday I felt pretty down. The negativity's left me now. I'm feeling all turned around. Well, maybe it's the thought of waking up to a world that you're in, 'cause that's when it begins. I've been high since I opened up my eyes this morning. I don't know why, but I like the way this day is going. And I know that if you ever went away, this magic high would too. 'Cause giving me this high is what, giving me this high is what, giving me this high is what you do. Something's changed since yesterday, and yesterday I felt pretty down. It's what you do. Negativity's left me now. I'm feeling all turned around. It's what you do. Something's changed since yesterday, and yesterday I felt pretty down. It's what you do. Negativity's left me now. I'm feeling all turned around.
Well, we did it. Don't ask me how, but we did it. We had a day to finish the last song, and we did. It's finished. We just listened to it. It sounds great. And that's it. The album is now finished. There it is. The World Through a Mirror by Eric Bay, my first proper album. And you can buy it on iTunes and Amazon, or you can buy physical copies from my website, www.ericbaymusic.com. It's been a hell of a ride making this album. 15 tracks we've done, including the B-side for my debut single, Don't Worry About It, which has a B-side on it, Same Time Tomorrow Night, which is not on the album. So if you're thinking of not buying the single because you're going to get the track on the album, that one won't be on there, so don't forget to snap that one up. It's amazing to think that it's almost a year to the day since we finished Pear Shape, my debut EP.
Eric, can you stop putting stuff in front of my face?
Sorry, last time, I promise. And that's also available on our website for the first time ever in physical format, so if you want to buy them both together, I'm sure you'll save a bit of money, so that's a pretty good deal. It's been a hell of a ride this year making this album, and I'm sure that next year I'll be back to make even more. Some B-sides, maybe another EP, and it's been a pleasure, so.
Thanks, Eric. See you in a year.
Yeah, well, it'll be probably early next year. When I have the money
see you
again.
in a year.
Hey.
Yeah.